This is Enterprise Television News Headlines. I am Kemi Omoshibi. Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amechi said the federal government of Nigeria is negotiating a $15 billion loan to complete the Port Harcourt-Maiduguri rail project. According to him, the Itakpe-Warri Railway project will be completed and commissioned by August this year. The minister said that the rail projects in the southeast have been approved but were being delayed by insufficient funds to commence work. Amechi said it was set to travel to India where the loan will be negotiated. Dangote Cement Plc said it got approval from Nigerian regulators to issue $833 million in local currency bond as it seeks to fund expansion and refinance debt. However, Chief Financial Officer Brian Egan said Dangote Cement planned to issue the debt over 3 years. He said the bond will be issued in tranches of 50 billion naira at a time whenever interest rates are favorable. Egan said the company, controlled by Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote, is also considering to sell Eurobonds to boost its funding. Dangote is planning to spend $350 million in capital projects this year, including the building of export facilities at Nigerian seaports. After 3 years of talks, Africa is set to agree in the creation of almost $3 trillion trade bloc, with the exception of one of the continent's biggest economies. Enterprise Television learned that while the continent's head of state are gathering in Rwanda capital, Kigali, for an extraordinary summit of the African Union to sign an agreement, at least two presidents would agree to the deal. President Muhammadu Buhari of Nigeria wished, together with South Africa, makes up half of the continent's GDP, cancel this trip to Kigali, saying his government needs more time for input from local businesses before it can sign the pact. According to reports, Uganda President Yoweri Museveni also called off his travels to neighboring Rwanda. However, Executive Director for Stellenbosch-based Trade Law Center, Trudy Azenberg, said even if some don't sign the deal yet, negotiations will continue. The Egyptian government said it will sell stakes in 20 state-owned companies through Egypt's stock exchange over the next few years. Prime Minister Sharif Ismail, who announced this, said 10 are already listed to the stock exchange. He said the future transactions are part of the state program to list certain state-owned companies on the Egyptian stock exchange. This is part of a 5-year program announced in 2016 to attract investment. Sharif Ismail added that the Egyptian government objective is to increase the share of investment in public companies in the stock market to 45% over the next 3 years, against 23% currently. Investors are suing Facebook in the wake of the Cambridge Analytica scandal, which sent the company's volume plummeting almost $50 billion this week. Facebook shareholder Fayon filed a lawsuit in federal court in San Francisco. The lawsuit was brought on behalf of an unclosed number of investors who bought Facebook shares between February 3, 2017 and March 19, 2018. The lawsuit said Facebook made false and misleading statements about the company's policies. The lawsuit also said Facebook did not disclose that it will allow third parties to access data on millions of people without their knowledge. And in sports, Spanish La Liga football club Real Madrid will debut a new global interactive exhibition in the Australian city of Melbourne. Australian ticketing, live entertainment and data analytics company Tech is behind the venture, which will see Melbourne become the first home of Real Madrid World of Football Experience. The interactive football experience will open June 9. Following its stay in Melbourne, the exhibition will tour the world for 5 years, visiting a further 14 cities. And that's it on Enterprise Television News Headlines for today. For more news, updates, special reports, and our shows, visit our website www.enterprisetv.tv. Our social media platforms are always there for your all-round information in the world of business. I am Kemi Omoshibi. Many thanks for watching.